Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
I'm very excited to be here.
Oh, we are very excited that you are there.
Thank you. My question is, what is the best way to really get to the bottom of my negative belief, why my manifestation is not coming into fruition?
I believe we have just discussed all of that.
Is there a question I can ask myself? Is there a state I can put myself in?
Question. What would I have to believe is true about myself and my relationship to this situation in order to be experiencing the emotion that I am, in order to be experiencing the fear that I have? What would I have to believe is true?
What would I have to believe is true?
Yes. Anytime you give yourself the opportunity to examine what your relationship actually is to the circumstance and situation and people in your life, and ask yourself the question in that way, and then be quiet and listen, you will eventually get an answer as to what the belief is that you would have to believe is true in order to be having the experience you are having.
Okay.
You see?
Yes.
Does that help you?
Absolutely. May I ask one more question regarding what you were discussing?
Yes.
You were talking about step one, intention, focus, concentration.
Yes.
After that, absolutely letting go and
Yes.
surrender.
Yes.
And where does the action that you talk about come in? Is that step 3?
The idea is behaving as if. This, in that sense, goes hand in hand to some degree with surrender, because if you know for a fact that what you have focused on, what your passion represents, is your true reality, then from that moment forward in your surrender, you simply behave as if it is already real. You don't question it. You don't second guess it. You stay in the state of being that says, this is who I really am. This is really my reality. Now, do you understand?
Yes.
This doesn't mean that you contradict other beliefs you may still be holding on to. If you have contradictory beliefs, you have to go through the process of finding out what those are and clearing them out by integrating them. But if you understand truly that what you focused on is really representative of your highest passion, and then let it go, letting go still means you take the actions that, in a sense, demonstrate to your higher self, that show through behavior your higher self, that you actually know it is doing its job, and that you can behave as if that reality is already real. And that's where the action comes in, to allow the invisible to become visible. Because as we said, you have to be, in thought, word, and deed, the vibration of that reality, or you won't be able to perceive it.
Got it.
Make sense?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, Bashar.
And you good day.
My question is, in this whole presentation, you've been referring to the negative and the positive belief, but particularly the negative, almost as a self-aware entity. You know, in the sense that it has an intelligence, it has a bag of tricks, it has an intention, it has.
Yes.
So, what could you expand on that a little bit?
It's your intelligence that it's using. In a sense, it's usurping your intelligence and framing it in a manner that makes it seem like an autonomous entity. That's the nature of its structure. It seems as if you are actually, in a sense, arguing with a true intelligence, when all it's doing is, in a sense, framing your own intelligence to reflect back to you in a particular way. So in a sense, you're arguing with yourself.
I see.
Does that answer the question?
It does, and I'd like to continue.
Yes.
So the belief itself doesn't have, you know, because, for example, in many mystical traditions, you'll hear about entities that feed on your psychic energy, right?
Yes,
So that's not, is that the same kind of idea?
No.
Like, okay. So it's not like the belief, you're saying that the belief itself wants you to believe in it, wants to, like, why does it?
No. The belief is simply taking the form that it takes based on the strongest belief you are buying into, and so in a sense all you're doing is forming your intelligence in a frame of reference that is used to convince yourself of what you say you're buying into. It's simply a mirror. That's all it is. You have simply made the mirror in a form that reflects back to you what you are most strongly buying into, therefore revealing to yourself what the strongest belief is that you actually have.
So in a sense, it could actually be a really great tool.
Oh, absolutely. It is.
It is a great
if
tool.
you use it that way, which is what we are talking about, is how to use it as a tool instead of simply believing that it is something you have to succumb to and have no choice but to recreate.
I see. Okay.
Make
Great.
sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Thank you.
Thank you.